Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for October 4th, 2012. It's currently 8:30 a.m. and once again we are dealing with a very moisture saturated atmosphere with fog throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, reducing visibility anywhere from below a mile to about 3 miles in many locations. We also have showers approaching from the west. Basically, we're looking at almost a carbon copy of what we saw yesterday, only slightly warmer, with temperatures ranging by this afternoon in the mid 70s over portions of the northern interior like northern Connecticut, the Hudson River Valley, northern New Jersey, and also northeastern Pennsylvania, and upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the rest of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. As you can see, it's rather cloudy outside with plenty. See this filled in circle? That means cloudy. That means overcast. And so basically what we're seeing here are overcast skies, some fog, and some scattered showers. Also notice the winds are relatively light and variable for the most part. Many locations are actually calm, but winds are starting to shift to the southwest and will eventually shift to the northwest by this afternoon. Taking a look at the radar, you can see the main batch of showers is lifting northeast towards the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. I think the majority of the rainfall will be later this morning on through this afternoon, and then by this evening we start to clear out with drying conditions for the evening rush hour, especially over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. As you're heading east towards eastern New Jersey, obviously, New York City metropolitan area, and also Long Island, look for showers lingering into the early portion of the rush hour, followed by drying conditions as the evening progresses. These showers will be capable of heavy downpours, but I don't think we're going to see any potential for any severe thunderstorms or intense thunderstorms. We could see a thunder shower, but for the most part, the atmosphere is relatively stable in this environment. Tropical, but stable. Taking a look at the water vapor satellite picture, you can see we have our subtropical disturbance that has rapidly weakened, and it's lifting to the north and east. Now, this is important to really nail down here. This subtropical disturbance, it's not tropical, it's subtropical. It's a separate jet stream from the polar jet stream, which is right here. This disturbance is going to continue to lift northeast, but it's not really going to provide any major air mass change. It will knock down some of the moisture in the atmosphere, leading to much better conditions for tomorrow as this high pressure system builds into and moves through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, leading to clearing skies this evening and dry conditions for tomorrow with scattered cloud cover. Temperatures tomorrow, though, really aren't going to change all that much. Basically, most locations are going to range from the upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area tomorrow. This cold front and the one behind it, well off into central Canada right now, will actually be the driving influence that will change our weather pattern. What's basically going to happen is that this disturbance in this cold front is going to drive through the northern mid-Atlantic on Saturday. When this cold front moves through, another disturbance that's in central Canada will dive south and spawn an area of low pressure along the cold front around the Tennessee River Valley, right around here. That low pressure system will also race to the northeast towards the New Jersey coast, and as it's doing so, will produce periods of rain on Sunday afternoon and evening. What's interesting here is that cold air that's going to be behind this cold front is going to be invading the northern mid-Atlantic, and you'll definitely notice on Sunday with temperatures struggling in the 50s, and for locations above 1,500 feet, there could even be some snow mixing in and some accumulating snow at that. Nothing major just yet, but something to keep an eye on as we move into Sunday evening. So we're definitely changing our weather pattern. We're definitely seeing more of an influence of polar air masses as we start to transition from a late summer to now a fall weather pattern. Taking a look at the model guidance using the European model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website. This is from this yesterday evening. Here we are on Wednesday evening. The latest observations in the upper levels, you can see our subtropical disturbance starting to weaken, and you can see what I mean by a separation between the branches here, where this disturbance is clearly separated from the polar jet stream, which can be seen right here. So by this evening, you can see our subtropical disturbance is really weakening and really losing its identity, so to speak. and the majority of the lifting will be moving into New England. So we're going to see some showers throughout the day, drying conditions for this evening. Our cold front that will bring much cooler weather conditions will still be over the central Great Lakes by this evening. For tomorrow, high pressure will be in control and slide through the northern mid-Atlantic. Dry conditions will definitely be in place at all levels of the atmosphere, producing sky cloud cover and temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Notice we are very warm. We haven't seen a change in our temperatures at all at the mid-levels, which means we're really not going to see a change in temperatures at the surface. What we will see is drier conditions for the most part. By Saturday, this is where it gets interesting. Our cold front moves through. Now notice the majority of the lifting with this cold front is going to be focused more towards New England. So our cold front slows down, starts to stall out. We start to get our other disturbance diving through the plains and starting to interact with that cold front. Notice moisture is starting to pool as a result over portions of the Central Plains and also the Mississippi River Valley off towards the Tennessee River Valley. And notice the temperatures are really starting to tighten up. The thermal gradient is really starting to tighten up over the plains, lifting up towards the mid-Atlantic. So we're clearly seeing what's called cold air transport or cold air advection. By Sunday, as that disturbance lifts north and east towards the northern mid-Atlantic through the Ohio River Valley towards the northern mid-Atlantic, you can see our surface low pressure system on Sunday evening lifting through Virginia, heading towards the New Jersey coast. As it's doing so, colder air, which you can see here, is starting to invade. So I think for anyone below 1,500 feet, this is purely just a rain threat, with rain possibly heavy at times on Sunday evening. As that low pressure system lifts to the north and east towards the New England coastal waters on Sunday night, that colder air that will be over the Great Lakes on Sunday afternoon will drive towards the northern mid-Atlantic, leading to that rain above 1,500 feet to transition over to some wet snow, possibly leading to some minor accumulations. Again, we'll have to keep an eye on it and see exactly how this low pressure system evolves. Thereafter, high pressure from Canada will be in complete control from Monday all the way on through Wednesday with very cool weather conditions. We're talking about temperatures ranging from the mid-50s, possibly pushing into the lower 60s for highs throughout this forecast period. I am going below the GFS MOS guidance. I think it's lagging behind in the strength of this cold air mass. And also notice that we're going to have polar disturbances constantly move through the Great Northern Plains, Great Lakes, and the northern mid-Atlantic. I don't expect much in the way of precipitation, but they will lead to some reinforcing shots of cooler air. So definitely we're going to see a continuation of these cold air masses, or cool air masses really right now, invading the northern mid-Atlantic through much of next week. Dry conditions, but certainly cool. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.